Hello everyone, I am Lynn, and today we're going to talk about people who have lost their smell and taste due to the beer bug and maybe some things they can do to try to get it back. So if you're interested in hearing more about that topic, hang tight. Okay everybody, so smell and taste gone. What do you do? So the question that was sent to me, and I thought this was so great, was, Lynn, could you please do a reading for those of us who have lost our sense of smell and taste because of the beer bug? What's really causing this, and is there anything we can do to get better? Thank you. And for those of you going through this, I'm sure it is very, very annoying. About maybe a year ago, I had the beer bug, lost smell and taste for about half a day, and it was the strangest sensation. So I feel for all of you who are still dealing with this. And a couple things came to me when I was thinking on it. Both the beer bug and the beer bug test impact the frontal part of the brain, specifically the olfactory part of your brain. And I get that when that happens, a person, when they get the beer bug, or you have that test with the little scrubber Q-tip, it's really a parasite that gets into the body. So you're reacting to more of a parasitic reaction. These parasites, they like protein sources, namely the brain, and you can lose smell and taste with the illness without the test, which a lot of people who have had it have experienced that. That's one of the symptoms of it. It's much harder though, as the parasites have to make their way to this part of the brain, but more so it's the test I got that is creating it. Think about it. You test, you think you have it, you go get a test, right? Are you losing the smell and taste before or after the test? That's something to really ask. So I get it's more about this test being jammed so far up the nose that parts of the scrubber break off, and they create a pathway for parasites to get into that part of the brain. Think of those that lose their senses. Is it from the illness only, or did they have a test to confirm that they had it? I would not allow the scrubber, so to speak. So when I got it authentically, and but that's not always the case. And also mine only lasted half a day. It wasn't lingering or days or anything like that. Most but not all times, it was the actual test that created it, because it opened up the gateway. So what do you do when this happens to you? There can be long-lasting effects from the illness depending on how your immune system processes what's going on. Many times the body's going to clear out these parasites because your immune system will attack it, surround it, whatever, and end up excreting it through natural means. It may take a few days or several weeks depending on how many and how embedded they are. And they sometimes they're just sort of on the surface of that protein material, but if they burrow in and they really get a hold, and I get that the scrubber test is one of the ways that they actually get it in there to get it really embedded, that can make it much harder to get rid of. If they're deep in the brain tissue, you could do a parasitic cleanse. I would do some research and find out one that resonates with you. There's different variations of that out there. Some people, they want to take a more aggressive approach and look for an anti-parasitic medicine. Some of that can be very effective. I've known people that have done that, had very great results from that. Most often, a natural approach that includes burdock root tea, that can be really helpful if you want to try to just be a little more gentle on your body and go a natural way. Regardless, you want to focus on getting these parasites out of your body. Once you do, the brain can heal and you'll regain your smell and taste. And I don't get there's going to be lingering permanent effects should you get these parasites out of your body. And that was all I had on this reading. I'd be curious your thoughts. I'm sure there's a lot of different scenarios out there of what people have had and experienced with regard to smell and taste. So by all means, please drop a line if you'd like to share. Again, I'm Lynn at Psychic Focus at psychicfocus.blogspot.com, and I'll see you in my next video. Thank you. Bye.